Yo, what's going on, people? We are back again with another episode of the Feuding Bros, the show where we talk about everything football. And today I'm excited, man. Today I'm excited. It's a special one. It's a special one because we have our first guest on the channel, our big boy Bruce Daru, man. Daru
The pleasure is mine, man. The pleasure is
our
mine. Thank you.
friend, is
I really feel privileged, for what you guys did for me. I debated if I should wear my Chelsea jersey, but I thought that'd be way too much pushing. So, but a good layer of blue, doesn't hurt. Yeah,
it doesn't hurt. So yeah, just like you've heard, guys, Daru is a big Chelsea fan, and we are carrying on our in our series on the big Premier League teams and what they're doing right now and what they're going to do this year. So for the Chelsea episode, before we'll have a Chelsea fan, a big Chelsea fan, and that's why we got Daru, man. So Bruce Daru, what's going on, man? Tell us about you, and just tell us about yourself a little bit.
I mean, thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much. This is like I said earlier, this is a privilege for me. Long-time fan. I watch your videos. I comment on when I can. So big time fan, and it's a really big privilege for me to be your first guest. I'm a big Chelsea fan. I've been Chelsea fan since 1998 when we have the Baballero, the Marcel Desailly,
Wow.
So yeah, and one of the key players, who made me like Chelsea was Zola. I love the way he played. I love the way he manipulated on board. Yeah. And over here, we have had some key Chelsea player. I mean, one iconic player that we all know of course, right? Drogba, Babache. So yeah, he's our legend. So yeah,
that's right. Yes,
big Chelsea fan, and for me to meet you guys, I see I see two Man U fan, I see a National fan. So yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm love to be here.
Thank you, man. We're loving to have you as well, man. So as usual, as well, I'm here with Freddie and Thierry. Guys, what's happening?
We're here, man. We're here.
Good, man.
Happy, excited to have our first guest. Hopefully, first of many. We're gonna try and keep them coming. But Prem is coming soon. We've had a busy soccer summer. I don't know if anybody's watching the Olympics. I'm not really. I'm on
a boycott. I'm on a boycott.
You're on the boycott. You're on the boycott.
I have my laptop on the side though. I watch it during work, so yeah.
You watch it? Yeah.
I do watch it during work.
yeah. I mean, I haven't really watched much, but I watched the final. But yeah, I mean, it's been nice to take a break a little bit too. And but yeah, season starts next week, and then in England, and then the other seasons will probably start the week after. So yeah, we're about to get busy again. So excited for that.
Nice. What about you, Freddie?
That's right. Yeah, Bruce is not the... Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy to have a guest.
Oh, thanks.
It's gonna be a baptism of fire for you, because today we're gonna be diving into your beloved Chelsea, huh?
We'll take it easy on them. We'll take it easy.
Off the bat, what you guys think about our new signing? I know
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry.
I'm really excited. I can't wait.
We'll get to that in a minute. So let's dive into it, man. Chelsea, who last season didn't start off great. Towards the end they started to find themselves a little bit. And I was actually getting worried, to be honest, because I thought Pochettino was actually found a good formula for your team. And then all of a sudden, bam, just as Chelsea does every year, it's gone. And you guys have to start from scratch again. And so you finished sixth last season, which is for Chelsea is terrible. But Bruce, let me start with you, man. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Pochettino sacking, man? What do you think about it?
I had mixed feeling. To be fair, but at the same time, though, I don't think it came for building. It came to build a winning team. So I don't think he had the time that previous coaches have. He came to build a winning team. Yeah. So I think the owner goal at the end of the year was at least to finish top 4. Not only we didn't finish top 4. We had some issue, during the mid season. Luckily for us, we managed to find our way up, to the ranking. But this is also due not just to our performance, as just a team, but also to the lack of performance of on team like Man United and and Tottenham and you can name the team above, right? So yeah, so on finishing on top six, doesn't really reflect in our performance. I would say we were probably mid rank, if you want to be fair. Yeah.
So basically, you're saying it's top six is paper over the cracks. There were many cracks, to be honest.
There were a lot. Yes, there were a lot. The way and most of the other English team are performing now, if we were taking the same team into the 2024-2025 season, we will not be finishing top six. We will probably finish on top 10.
I don't know, because I hear what you're saying, but just like I said in the intro, it's like Pochettino had found the formula. And that's what I'm saying. So with another year under his belt, with the same players, and of course he would have, bought a couple more, I think he would have done well. I was actually getting worried because you guys were starting to play well towards the end of the season. Even he had Jackson starting to score, which is amazing. So
I mean, Jackson is a good player,
Honestly, I feel like it's a shame, and I also think Ted Boehly doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, he's trying to run Chelsea like it's an American franchise. It's not. It's in England, and there's a different way of doing something, especially football. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that. But we don't know what the strategy is. What is he trying to do? Trying to buy all these players.
So Pochettino. So I mean, Pochettino is trying to apply the same tactic he applied at Tottenham. So to have like on 3 back at some time. But you mentioned earlier, we have spent so much money into this team, so you can put on more money. On more money was not going to solve the issue Chelsea have.
No.
What would have solved the issue we have was a good tactician. And if you have observed most of the team lately, they all tend to play as Pep and Guardiola is playing. You can see Arsenal. Even so, okay. Let me just you go far for a second. One reason Spain won the Euro Cup is because they have ball possession. They were doing hard press. They were skilled players. They were having the ball possession, and they were using the wings very well. And then if you look at most of the team, like Manchester City or Liverpool or Arsenal, most of the top teams, they have the same system, which we didn't have in on Chelsea.
What was it? What was your system?
We were just playing just based on the name of the players. We had some players. We are not supposed to be in this team. We signed, no idea why they're there. We have few key players, and the players that were performing late in the season. They were there before. Why they're not playing? So I know we caught some on fire late in the season, but I think if we have carry on the same team, we will have not finished on top 6. I think we will have done worse. So because most of the other team are improving.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Jan. I was very surprised when Pochettino was sacked, or I think they said it was a mutual agreement.
Mutual. It's always a mutual.
It's always mutual. Yeah, it's always mutual. So yeah, I was very shocked. Because like Jan, I think he was starting to get it. He was starting to click. He was starting to find a bit of a system. I know you were a bit more skeptical, Bruce, but I feel like he was starting to get it. I know there was the whole Cole Palmer effect as well. I mean, where would you guys have been if he hadn't signed him? But he signed him and it worked. It was a great signing. And I think the players were starting to get confident. Jackson was starting to get confident. Madueke was doing okay. Like, obviously, you have Palmer. Like, Caicedo was starting to get more confident in midfield as well. So, like, the players were starting to get the system. Obviously, you can see that they love the coach. I mean, a few of them posted when he got sacked. Like,
that's true.
I mean, they have to, right? They have to, to be.
I mean, they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't.
Okay, I mean, they don't have to. But I'm saying, I mean. They were playing with him for some time, so the way to say, hey, we got you. But one thing that I noticed, right, for instance, so now talk about the Chelsea defense last year. We have not had the same back four for let's say 3 games in the row.
Yeah.
And if you want to build a strong team, so if you guys say he has found the formula, I don't think he has found the formula in our defense. And we were taking crazy goals.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, no, I'm not saying that he found the formula totally. Of course, you guys finished 6th. Obviously, he had problems, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that he was he got it. Like he was going in the right direction, which is you were actually starting to get results, a few results in a row, and you were playing better. That's what I'm saying. You were playing better. Obviously, it's his first year, yes, and he has a lot of random players in that team too. I mean, I've seen the latest squad. I think it was yesterday when it was published. You guys, what are you guys doing with 7 keepers? What are you guys doing?
That's crazy.
I will dive into that. I will dive into that in a second.
Most of them, nobody knows. Nobody knows any of these players.
I will dive into that in a second.
I think they have like 45 players in total, and they say they need two buses to carry the team from stadium to everywhere.
Before the season starts, we were saying most of them loans. Yeah. But let me ask you guys a question though.
Yeah.
Will you take the Chelsea team now, or will you take Aston Villa?
Wow.
Aston Villa's got a better. They have the best squad than you guys, man. Like I don't know. I mean, going forward, I think they are, and they've made a lot of good signings this year. So midfield, they have Onana now, so I think they trust your midfield as well.
Now let me rephrase the question, if I may. Do you like the Chelsea team at the end of the season or Aston Villa?
Aston Villa last year?
Yes, not last year. And Chelsea
in terms of squad?
You're right.
I mean, on paper, you guys signed. I mean, if I can go first, you guys signed players that had big names, but just did not deliver on the field. Like someone like
Modric,
they had a good reputation, Caicedo, but Caicedo he didn't have a good year. He started to get it towards the end, but he didn't have a good year. Badiashile, Disasi. These guys on paper were supposed to be the next big thing, but then for me, there was too many of these players that came together in the Premier League with no experience of the Premier League and just thrown in together and just because they are supposed to be the next big thing, put them on the field and then just try and get results. That was never going to happen. That's not the right formula. But I don't think that was a problem for Pochettino. I think that's a problem for Ed Boley, who I don't think consults the manager before he goes buy his players.
That's why Pochettino got sacked.
Yeah, and that's why I think he left, and that's why you got the new guy. What's his name? Maresca. Because I think Maresca is a yes man. He's more controllable. They're gonna just throw players at him, and he's not gonna, he's not gonna argue about it. He's gonna be like, okay, and then try and do a job, and that's gonna be his demise too. So, in terms of your question, Chelsea or Aston Villa had a plan. I mean, maybe not on paper. The players are maybe not as good on paper as your guys, but I mean, they have a great coach. I mean, Unai is a great coach. And they had the structure, which you guys did not. So for me, I'll go for Villa.
So then you guys, answer my question. I mean, the whole debate then. So because if Chelsea had, better, on money and, as invested more money in the players, and I think if you want to go like, 1-to-1 skill wise, I would say, Chelsea, players are, better skilled than the Aston Villa's players. But at the end of the season, they finished number 4th, and we've finished on 6th. So somehow there is a disconnect. Either
let me just say this, Terry. Do you mind going back to the previous screen? And I'm just gonna highlight what the guys are saying. With Pochettino specifically. You can see the last 5 wins from Chelsea at the end of the season. 5 in a row. Things were clicking. Since you guys beat us, I remember that game, that crazy game. You guys were actually starting to get scary. The players were starting to understand the system of Pochettino. So I see your point with, just in terms of squad. I do think, yes, Chelsea, they have the potential. They just didn't have enough time to gel together, And the problem, again, is, as Jan is saying, is the administration above the coach who does whatever they want. And we're seeing that this summer already, all right? I know we're going to talk about the transfers. We're seeing that this summer already with players coming in, people coming out. You guys still have Lukaku on your books. Like, that's the craziest thing to me, He's left the club. I don't even know.
You can talk. You had Martial till about 2 days ago.
Look, hey, Martial is different. Martial was actually at the club. Lukaku is not even at the club, and he's still getting paid from Chelsea. Yeah. You know that? Like, he has the biggest salary. So, like, man, just to say, like, nobody understands what they're doing. They seem to know what they're doing because I didn't expect them to go crazy again this transfer window. I thought they were going to calm down. Okay, we got it, guys. Let's find a formula. But they're still active. They're the most active British team in the window right now. For what? What's the plan?
And I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and like I mean, you sacked Pochettino when I think most people will say he was starting to click a little bit.
Okay.
But you sack him. Like, what's the plan? There was no plan after sacking him. You kind of go around looking for managers, and you come up with Enzo Maresca. I mean, is he the guy really that's going to do anything?
Obviously, you and I were not, in the direction on board when they were making these decisions, so we might not, clearly know what will happen. We can only speculate, right? So yeah, if they sack him, I know they have the reasons why they sack him. But to be fair, this is my personal opinion. I'm really, super excited. About this new coach that we have.
Really?
And if you guys know, the way I love to play, it's with ball on possession. And I think Maresca comes with that philosophy.
So what experience has he got to say that he can do that at Chelsea?
Say that again.
Sorry, I was saying, what experience? What has he done to show that he can bring that style to Chelsea? Because I'm sure Pochettino tried the same thing last year and it didn't work until the end a little bit.
Well, we saw what he did with Leicester. I mean,
that's the championship.
No. I mean, still. I mean, we saw several, coaches. I mean, I can, know the name now, but we saw, some
company.
Well, he has no provenance yet. He came then, yeah. He's not even like a good, example. But
it's a kind of the same trajectory that he has too, coming from the championship and getting a big job.
Yeah.
The way I see the Premier Leagues now, right? I mean, this is my personal opinion. None of you guys will agree with me or not. If you want to win, you need to have a team that does, that possess on the ball. You cannot just play how Chelsea used to play under what's the Mourinho.
Yeah, pack the bus.
Mourinho.
You can't pack the on bus anymore. You can play, you can pack, because if you want to have a good team, you need to be able to possess on the ball. It's number one, because team are really pressuring you up. Liverpool will pressure you. Arsenal will bring some on fires. And Man City, you can't even talk about it. They will pressure you the whole game. So you need to be able to have a squad and a system where you can hold on the ball. Number one. Number two, you need to be able to also to put some pressure. And when I see the Chelsea team last year, I mean, just one single player was doing the pressure, and and the other one was just standing by. You have to do a zone pressure. So I think this is what Maresca bring. And I have two more, but I want to wait until you guys on weigh in.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they panicked. I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like they panicked. I feel like Jan was saying, they probably interviewed.
Bayern Munich? We panicked on Bayern Munich. Oh, come on, we didn't panic.
No, I think it was the same. Like, Bayern Munich panicked.
Yeah, I mean,
Man United panicked. Man United panicked a little bit because they went around. I think they probably did like United, like Bayern Munich. Maybe it wasn't as public, but they went around, talked to these managers, and they probably all said, like, I want to bring my players in. You're not gonna buy players and propose them on me, and I have to figure it out. That's not gonna work. So they were probably like, okay, let's go find this guy in the championship. He's never gonna say no. He's never gonna say no. He's gonna come. He's gonna do what he has to do because he wants to build his career. It's his second.
He's gonna be a yes man, and that's what you're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what they did.
We hope he's gonna be, like in Arteta on 2.0. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's all he has. That's all he has on his CV. It's just because he was, is a Pep Guardiola's disciple, and everybody who's worked with Pep Guardiola, everybody hopes that he's gonna be the next Pep Guardiola. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on from that point, and let's talk about Chelsea's preseason right now, which has been frankly terrible. Did you guys even win a game or something? I think you won one game. You just got smashed everywhere else. What do you think about your preseason and what's going on?
The key word in what you say, it's preseason. Preseason doesn't really matter. It's a preseason. We have not rotated the full squad. We have some key players who are still in the Euro fever. We are dealing with some transfer. We just released Gallagher, so we just also released Chalobah, which I really love. I love Chalobah, but I always sad that he has to go. But I understand why he has to go. Maybe it didn't fit on the in the new system. But
no. Chalobah and Gallagher are gone for profit. There's not. Gallagher was the best player. Gallagher was the best player last year.
Let's be honest.
Because they're academy products. So you sell them at a profit. So that's why they live in. That's the only reason. I don't see any other reason why you will lose your best player and captain, because Gallagher was actually your captain.
He was not their best player.
Gallagher, he was the best player last year.
No. Why do you put on Palmer? What are you talking
Palmer?
I mean, one of the best players. Yeah, Palmer, of course. Okay. Yeah, but he was one of the best players.
Is he okay. No. Is he replaceable or not?
Tell me somebody who performed better than Gallagher.
Huh? I take Lavia over on Gallagher.
Yes,
all day long.
Lavia over Gallagher any day.
Lavia didn't play last year, so Gallagher.
Lavia did not play one game last year. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I know.
I don't care how many games he plays, but I would take him every day over on Gallagher.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's not the point, though. The point that I'm making is, you sold your best player / captain last year for profit. That's what I'm saying. What do you feel about that?
I would say it's a win-win because if you have, look,
it's a good deal,
if Lavia or on Gui can perform at the same level as Gallagher did, I think it's a win for us.
That's hypothetical. The guy's been injured all season, and he's what? Is it 28? He's like really young, isn't it?
Yamal was 16 when he scored.
Yeah, Yamal. I mean,
Age doesn't matter anymore in soccer.
They don't come in every club,
Okay, I think this was a bit of stretch on my behalf, but
yeah. So my question, I guess my question was, I know you said it's preseason, right? But does it encourage you, like, for you guys to be competitive this season in the league?
So I know we lost, 4-2 to Manchester City, but if you really watch, the game, I think we play one of our best game of the preseason. We might have made some mistakes, that I think we are trying to correct in the defensive, on side. Some players are not, coming back, in a straight line. Like I saw one of the goal we took. I saw James was staying back, which stopping the offside. So yeah, these are issues that we've correct as the season goal. I know we have a really terrible on preseason, but I don't think all of our key players were there.
Your key players. Who are you? Sorry guys, I'll let you ask a question. Who are you actually waiting for? But I know Palmer wasn't.
We are waiting for Palmer. We are waiting for Palmer. We are waiting for Enzo. I mean, I cannot play, but
Enzo was there.
Enzo came back.
The last game against Real Madrid.
I believe, right? I believe I saw some key, some key plays that I really like, and I think if we, replicate these play with a match, team like some Arsenal and Liverpool, yeah.
I do have to say, there was some positives to your performances for this preseason. Against Man City, that was the worst one because there was some clear mistakes that were being made. Like some
Real Madrid, they got smashed 3-0 against Real Madrid as well. Like.
It was 2-1. It was 2-1.
Against Real Madrid, 2-1. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they actually did compete a little bit against Real Madrid, even though first half Real Madrid was all over them. You knew the quality was always going to be, beyond. But again, there is a few positives to take away. I think Nkunku is a huge positive for you guys. If you guys can get this guy in shape and ready for the season, and
if he stays healthy, right? Yeah.
If he stays healthy, and mainly you guys need to build a system around him because it seems new to the team for him to have him there because he's been there.
It's the cliche. It's like a just signing.
From what I heard, though, he may be used as a first 9 over Jackson. Which I'm not a big fan of Jackson. Like I know you guys don't like him, but I'm not a big fan of him. But he's who we have now. So on to your point, Nkunku might be there to support as a first 9. Yeah.
First 9. Then where is Palmer gonna play? Because that was gonna be my next thing. Like we saw the positive as individuals, but then as a team, there's still so much to do. And
I think Palmer will just carry on playing that 10 position. I think they'll just play with 2 pivots behind him, and then he plays in the 10. Yeah, so it's gonna be Caicedo and one of Lavia or what's this Nigerian guy? Okochukwu or whatever his name is. Since he's got
he's gonna play Enzo.
Enzo. Yeah, of course, Enzo as well. Yeah,
Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer in front of them.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have the 3 up front. You're gonna have I think Madueke should start in that team. I think Madueke.
Madueke
coming on. I've seen him. I've seen on the right hand side. I've seen him.
I like this dude, man.
I will even add him in
preseason. I didn't rate him last season, but in preseason he's been doing bits. So I think it should start because who else is gonna put there? And on the left is still the fact that it still has to be Raheem Sterling it's shameful for you guys because like Modric, I don't know what he's doing there. He's got an 8-year contract. He just doesn't want to be there. It doesn't look
Modric
like
was a bust. I mean, let's admit he was a bust. We have to pay him, so we have to use him somehow. But, yeah.
That's very honest. Very honest. You know what? We have one of those, so we know how it feels. Anthony in the closet. So I appreciate your honesty with that. But
he has, he has some flashes, where did he show some of his qualities, but overall it's C-. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move on again. What do you make of your transfer activity this year, this season, so far? Because you've bought how many? I think you got 6 or 7 players here now, and just again a bunch of randoms, man. Just a bunch of people nobody knows.
Earlier, earlier you mentioned 7.
Dewsbury Hall, who comes from Leicester. Like, come on, man. What is he gonna do?
He's an average Joe, man. He's an average Joe.
What is he doing at Chelsea? Renato Veiga, who's that? From Basel. Mark Gui.
Gui is good. Gui is good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still a youngster.
Like, we're gonna come and give your number 9.
No
Why
way,
are you signing a guy like
Still a youngster. You got Adaraboyo, whatever his name is, from Fulham. Like average. But I mean, he was free, so that's fine. Tell me about your transfer activity, man. What is the structure? What are you trying to do?
So I think last year we've been attacking it for 30 minutes. Last year, no. To be fair, last year we did invest in on skilled players or or quality players, saying we also what we had as a result. What we are going this year is on youth. If you see the average of age of the player that we signed this post season is
20.
Right. It's a really young team. So we are pushing the youth aspect, and we have not spent too much money also. Like we did last year. Last year we did waste money, or like I said, the last past 2 years. But this year we really targeted key players who will fit in the Maresca's system.
And what's that? What's the Maresca system?
So basically, like I think at the beginning of this streaming, you guys mentioned 7 goalkeepers. Yes, we might have that many goalkeeper, but we are looking for that one goalkeeper we will be able to pass on the ball, who will be able to start up play, and at some point we'll be able to play like number 4 or number 5.
So you have 7 goalkeepers. None of them will be number 1 at Aston Villa. None of them.
We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Just average, man. I mean, we don't
know that yet.
You guys are just collecting players just for the fun of it.
So if we start on the 4th, 4-3-3, right? We hope that when we are defending with 5 players. It means we have some 3 central and then 2 who cover the lane. And if you watch the past couple of games, we play really narrow. In the midfield. So of course we might be exposed on the wings, but this is why we need some. We have James. He just came back from injury, and we might have.
It's gonna last 2 weeks.
That's a good one.
So you can't rely on him. So yeah. I mean, and I would start. What's his name? Gusto. I would start Gusto.
Yeah, Gusto is a baller.
Nah, if you have Rich James, you're not starting Gusto.
James will have the captain and Ben. So I think because of that, Gusto will have to wait. And since James is prone to multiple injuries, so he's gonna have his chance. But this year though, we want to bring Cucurella in the midfield. The way. Arteta brought this Ukrainian guy in the midfield. Yes, Zinchenko. So this is what we do with Cucurella. So we can have Colwill on the left side, and this is where my fear is. And I don't think he's fast enough to cover the wingers of the Premier League.
Is he good enough on the ball as well to be able to make passes and carry the ball, because that's what that position demands as well. Like we have Zinchenko, for example, who is one of the worst defenders in the league, right? But on the ball, you cannot criticize this guy, man.
I would talk about on Cucurella, right?
Oh yeah, you got Cucurella. That's true.
Yeah. So he will play with the Zinchenko,
But you know,
position.
Cucurella of Spain is not Cucurella of Chelsea.
He shot. So one reason why Spain, took him was because he did start, to change the Chelsea's team. If you see, his performance in the last 5 game of the season, he was on fire. I saw a couple of your adding him to your fantasy team, and so yeah. Let me charge my laptop. So this is why I think Spain called him in.
It was.
Looking at these signings, you look at these signings. I mean, for me, it's very underwhelming. I understand the whole we're gonna buy players and let them develop strategy, but it's too much. Like at one point, it's just going too far with it because you need to also win right now. So, but who do you want to see coming in? I know you guys have signed a few players already, but there's still areas that need to be addressed. You probably need a left winger, maybe even a right winger too, if you're gonna play. For me, I don't rate Madueke at all, but if you're gonna have
for what they have, he's probably the best guy.
He's the best guy on that side. Yeah. For what they have, you definitely need a striker. I've seen there's talks of a Lukaku Osimhen swap deal. That would be good, but you're probably gonna have to put at least 70 million in there.
Coming, which is really sad for the Chelsea base.
You guys just bought another guy as well, some Nigerian dude, right?
Yeah, they brought the Spanish guy. He's Spanish.
Or is it Spanish?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's got some Nigerian descent or something.
Another random youth.
Another random guy. I mean,
but you might not even see all of these players, on the field. We already have our key players. I mean, we all know who are going to start. It's the Jackson, the Palmer. These are new signing. Maybe few of them, will be on the the top, of the Chelsea squad. But play like Lavia, Palmer, Enzo, Nkunku, Jackson will be our center, kernel, in the midfield, And I know we want to overload the midfield, like most of the Premier League team, we want to overload the midfield when we don't have the ball, and we want to also stretch the field when we have the ball. And I know you guys don't like Cucurella, but this is why he's there for. He's there in case we lose the ball, so he can quickly pin the opponent ball carrier.
Like in a high press kind of thing.
Exactly. And I think this is what we were missing last year. This is why we took some really stupid goals, or some random goals, and also have a really concrete defense that we're not gonna change every.
You guys got a lot of work to do there because Badiashile.
Oh my days!
That is a disaster, man.
Oh my days!
I don't know if you can fix that.
It's not good with the ball.
It's not good at anything.
He's good on it.
I think Fofana starts if it's fit, basically, but he's never fit as well. Fofana is actually a decent plaer, unless you guys just completely kill his career or whatever.
No, we have Fofana. So
basically, is just a trainer.
No. I think I like the way Bashir play. He's just on distance. I mean he's tough, but he's on distant. But we have Cowell and Fofana and James. I think there will be the on back three when we have the ball. Yeah,
I see.
Yeah, man. So who do you want to see coming in? Who like what kind of players are you thinking will be nice?
Who would be your ideal signing? I think that's what he's asking.
Oh my God, I think I mentioned that.
Realistic. Obviously, you're not gonna get Messi.
Realistic, yeah.
Of course. No. One player that can really fit Chelsea's Osimhen. Osimhen is the type of player that will really benefit from the crosses from James and also from Cucurella.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And this guy presses for days, man.
Right.
This guy is a runner.
And I thought Didier Drogba was going to push for that boy, but it looks like it will not be happening. Yeah.
It's a tough deal, man. It's a tough deal.
Yeah, because I know there are so many teams, who are looking for him, as well.
There's not that many anymore. There's not that many anymore. I think it's just you guys and PSG. I think I haven't heard anybody else going for Osimhen right now. I mean, there's some loose reports about Arsenal as well, but I don't think it's coming because we are not paying 100 million.
That's not Osimhen. That's not. I don't think Osimhen will fit in Arsenal.
But we're not paying 100 million for him. But, but so guys, do you have any more questions before we wrap it up? I got one more question for Daru, and then we can.
Oh man, this was a blast.
I love it. So my last question for you is, where do you see yourself as a team finish this year? And
the first game is against Man City, by the way.
First of all, what are your expectations, and then where do you see yourself finishing?
Well,
what would be a good season for Chelsea this year?
I think we have to finish down top 4. Yeah, we cannot do worse than.
You think you can finish top 4?
We have to. No. We have to finish off. With
you have
all
to.
the expectation that we put in this new coaching system. Because we fire coach so fast. He might be good again next year. So we have to finish on top 4. I think we have the skill for it. We have the squad on for it. We have some key players who I think perform well in their national team. So I hope they bring that same energy to Chelsea. I think realistically top 4 is reachable. Yeah.
Well, you'll have a big battle because that top 4 spot is going to be one that is it's going to be disputed by a lot of clubs, man. I'm seeing well, you putting yourself in there. I don't see you at all near that.
I don't think Aston Villa will have the
entitled to it. But
Aston Villa, will play on Champions League. They will be exhausted.
You got to go above United, above Tottenham, above Villa, above Newcastle.
The competition is there.
Wait. Aston Villa will be exhausted after they play the Champions League.
True. I can see that. I can see that.
And they will also have the they are not in like experienced team that played before.
But they have an experienced manager, and they made some good signings.
They did.
You can go back.
And I also think Newcastle is in the decline.
Yeah, Newcastle.
They missed their opportunity.
They haven't really done anything, so.
And
I don't know.
I don't see West Ham doing anything. Brighton is not the same Brighton we used.
No, Brighton.
So the only team we need to really compete against is United and Tottenham, and we know them.
Okay.
So I don't think
but
I don't know about that. I think you guys would be like mid-table, man. I think you guys will I think you guys
what are you talking about?
I think you guys will be mid-table.
Fighting for relegation.
Yeah, I think that'd be 12, man. Like, yeah. Like,
because look,
you're right. Okay, what?
This is a new manager. It's new everything.
Tell me.
Sorry, Freddie. Go ahead. We didn't hear you.
What change did Newcastle made? What change did Tottenham made? What change did Manchester United made that makes you believe that they're gonna be above us?
But what have you done? What have you done as well that makes you believe that you're gonna be above them?
We have a new tactician.
Exactly.
That itself.
Okay.
Freddie,
Okay. Look. I appreciate the positivity, man. But look. There is no way. I mean, Maresca is gonna have to come and do a miracle for this team to finish top 4. That's just my honest opinion because he has too much work to do. It's a whole new team with a new manager. There's all these things to build. You guys haven't won anything in so long. It's too optimistic, man. At least Manu, we have some legs to stand on. We can say, okay, we have a manager. It's year 3. There's been some movements with the club, and we've won some cups recently as well. And we're gonna be in the Europa League. Yes, that's true. That's going to probably take a toll on the team. But we have more pedigree than you guys have at the moment because you guys have a team of teenagers that you are going to have to gel together.
One example. 2022-2023. Aston Villa on finish on number 7.
Yeah.
One more year after that, they finish on number 4. It's not impossible.
No, come on, no. They're the same manager. That's the thing. They have good transfer.
It was a progression from the same team, from the same manager.
Exactly.
Yeah. What Freddie's saying is that again, you're starting from scratch again with new
players.
Not
from scratch, literally. No.
You
might be changing a coach, but most of the players are still there. And if they are professional players, like they say they are, they need to be able to adapt to a new system. And the new system, like, is not too it's not too different than what they used to face in the Premier League. I mean, see what I'm saying? It's like a whole brand new system that become huh?
It takes time. It takes time to adapt.
It might take time, but I think we have a shot at top 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Really good. I put $10 to it.
Big spender right there. Big spender.
I can't put more than that. I'm not sure.
Guys, well, you heard it here first, man. Top 4 for Chelsea apparently. And,
let's go.
Hey guys, hey Bruce, man, you've been great, man. We're gonna wrap it up here, all right? We kind of gone over time right now, but hey, it was fantastic having you. I hope you've enjoyed it, man. Any last words?
Oh, thanks. That was a blast. I love it. I love it. I love stuff like that. I love the initiative, and I'm your biggest fan. If you see over there, I think I'm the one who was the on most comment. So yeah, I can't wait to go. To go ahead and watch the video to see how full I sound. But yeah, I love it.
Nah, you were great, man. You were great.
Hey, you were great, man, and we'll definitely invite you again, man, because this was wonderful. And so yeah, just watch out for us. And yeah, guys, just as usual, man, like, share, and comment, and press that notification bell. Just give us some support, man, and just let us know how you feel. Just let us know, your thoughts about the video and where Chelsea will finish if you're a Chelsea fan. And yeah, just carry on supporting us, man. We appreciate the love. We appreciate everything that you guys do for us. Okay, guys. Well, we are going to wrap it up here, and we'll see you in the next video with the next team, USA.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
Alrighty.